Welcome back, everyone. Yesterday, we focused on releasing fears that may still be lingering from the pandemic. And we would love to hear from you on how that went for you. And today, we are shifting our attention to reconnecting with our bodies. But instead of movement, we will be using the power of breath and the Hakini Mudra. Have you ever considered just how powerful the act of breathing actually is? And how it can transform your entire awareness of your mind and body and the way you feel? So breathwork is a gentle yet profound way to restore the mind-body connection. And especially if that connection has been disrupted by stress, illness, or emotional strain, which most of us have experienced in the pandemic and are still struggling to manage today. So if you think about it, breath is our most fundamental life force. It's the first thing we do when we are born and the last thing we do before we pass and move on. But in our daily lives, we often take it for granted. We seem to only notice it if something goes, let me say, wrong. We have a cold or asthma, allergies or anxiety, where we noticeably change our breathing pattern and we actually become aware of it. And this was something that became quite noticeable for many of us during the pandemic, when we were ill and had breathing impairments. And otherwise, breathing is just something we do, but don't spend any time thinking about. When we are stressed, we tend to hold our breath or breathe shallowly, which can further contribute to physical tension and emotional distress. So today we want to guide you in using your breath consciously to reconnect with your body, calm your mind, and center yourself.
So before we begin, let's actually talk about the Hakini Mudra, since we'll be using it during the breathing exercises that we'll be sharing with you. So merging breathing practices with that Hakini Mudra is actually a really, really powerful combination. The Hakini Mudra is known to improve cognitive function, memory, and mental focus, and it can help kind of promote the balance of the left and the right hemispheres of the brain, which then leads to better coordination between our thoughts and our actions. And it can also help in aligning your mental state with your physical sensations, improving that body-mind connection that we're after. Okay, so the way that you practice the Hakini Mudra is that you first just sit in a comfortable position with your spine straight and shoulders relaxed. And you can sit on the floor, you can sit on a chair, you can sit in a meditative posture, whatever kind of is most comfortable for you. The next thing you'll do is you'll join the fingertips. So you bring your hands in front of your chest or just above your lap, and I'm just holding it higher so you can see what you're going to do. So you touch the tips of all 5 fingers on your right hand to the corresponding fingertips on your left hand. And your fingers should be gently pressing against each other, but you're going to keep your palms apart. So allow your palms to, create a space between. So that space essentially resembles, it gives like a sense of openness and balance. And after that, when you're holding this, and remember, again, it goes kind of slightly above your belly button or in front of your chest. When you're holding it, that next step is that you focus on your breath, and we'll provide several different breathing techniques for you to choose and pick from that you can do. And once you are in that breathing pattern, once you've had enough practice with it, you then begin to visualize energy flow, where you just imagine that flow of energy moving from your fingertips into your body, enhancing, the connection between your mind and body. And you can also focus on the area between your eyebrows, that's your third eye, to deepen your concentration while still taking deep breaths.
So, okay, before we start with the various breathing techniques, place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. And now just take a few nice breaths. And make sure that the hand on the belly rises up and down, and not just the one on the chest. You want to breathe from the belly. And during the pandemic, many of us were holding our breath without even realizing it, often breathing shallowly into our chest due to stress and anxiety. And this kind of breathing can actually increase feelings of panic and keep our body in a state of high alert. And we have continued to maintain this shallow breathing pattern and are caught up in stress, anxiety, or in the busyness of daily life. We now default to shallow chest breathing, which can have several negative effects on our bodies and minds. Can you feel the difference between the breath you are taking from the chest versus the belly? Just pay attention to it.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. Okay, and so with what happens with chest breathing, that, like we said, it's more shallow and rapid, but it also only involves that upper part of our lungs. And this type of breathing limits the amount of oxygen we take in, which then leads to less efficient oxygenation of our blood. And shallow breathing can trigger the body's stress response, which then keeps us in that sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for fight or flight, and it keeps it activated. And then this constant state of alert can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and tension in the body. And chest breathing often, it also involves like the raising the shoulders and tightening in the neck and chest muscles, which can really just contribute to poor posture, muscle tension, and headaches. And since chest breathing doesn't really fully engage the diaphragm, which is that muscle underneath our lungs that's pumping up and down to help our lungs to expand and contract, if that's not fully engaged, it fails to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for rest and relaxation. And this can make it harder for us to relax, sleep well, or even just, recover from stress. And as you can see, if we breathe only with our chest and into our chest, it can have a really significant impact on us that we a lot of times aren't even aware of. With belly breathing, on the other hand, it involves really those deep, slow breaths that fully engage that diaphragm, that muscle, which then allows the lungs to expand more completely. And it also obviously increases the oxygen intake and improves our overall lung function. And with belly breathing, it also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which then promotes a state of calm and relaxation, which is what we want, right? So just breathing alone, deep belly breathing, is a powerful tool to reduce your stress and anxiety. Engaging the diaphragm during belly breathing can help release the tension that we carry a lot of times in our chest and our neck and shoulders, which then leads to, better posture, maybe less headaches, less muscle strains. And, why do we even care about breath in the first place besides what we've already stated? With breath and with us talking about our body-mind connection today, breathing is a really great way to create and reconnect with our body-mind connection. So if you think about it, the body-mind connection, it refers to that, deep relationship between our physical health, our physical body, and our mental state and health. Our thoughts and emotions and stress level can really directly impact our physical body. And on the other side, our physical health can affect our mental and emotional well-being. So for example, chronic stress or anxiety, right? And a lot of us carry that even if we don't know, can lead to physical symptoms like headaches or muscle tension, which a lot of us are a lot more aware of. And while while physical activity and good nutrition can improve mood and clarity, so it's really kind of something that's almost obvious in our lives that we just don't pay attention to. So this connection, it can really highlight the importance of caring for, both the body and the mind, to achieve, overall wellness, but we tend to just kind of push that away and become disconnected. And during the pandemic, the body mind connection actually became disconnected even more. The virus and the shedding itself on an energetic level actually created a horizontal wall in our energy system, separating our head from our gut. And our gut is where our intuition lies. It provides our mind with a lot of information of how our body's faring. And it's something that can have a large impact, and all of us would benefit from clearing it. And we'll show you how in our Uncode workshop that is now open for registration again. With breath, we focus our mind on our body. So we're using literally our brain to focus on our breath, right? So we're connecting our mind with our body. And if we focus on breathing into that belly, moving past that disconnect, it can also create a better flowing body-mind connection for us.
Okay, go ahead and sit up straight and try to get as comfortable as you can. And then think about a stressor, a fear, or an anxiety that stems from the pandemic and has been present for you ever since. And once you have it in mind, roll your shoulders back and place your hands into the Haki Mudra position. So all fingertips touching the ones on the other hand with space between the palms. With each of these various breathing practices, intentionally send your breath not just into your belly, but also into the stress or fear, anxiety, your intention, and just observe what happens. So let's start with deep belly breathing. Close your eyes, maintain the Haki Mudra, and bring your awareness to your breath. Start by taking a deep breath in through your nose, allowing your belly to expand as you fill your lungs with air. Hold for a moment, then slowly exhale through your mouth, letting your belly fall. And again, take a deep breath in, all the way down into your belly, and back out. And again, take a deep breath in, all the way down into your belly, and back out. And you can do a few in your own way, in your own timing, and you can add a visualization of energy flowing from your fingertips into your body and into your attention. We give you a moment for that. Okay, great. Still keep the Haki Mudra, and let's add a counting rhythm to our breath. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause for another count of 4 before inhaling again. Keep breathing deep into your belly, and let's do it again. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause for another count of 4 before inhaling again. Continue at your own pace, allowing the steady rhythm to calm your mind and body. We will give you a moment here to do so. Allow the energy to continue flowing and breathe into your intention.
So the next breathing technique that we're going to do is called the 4-7-8 breathing technique. And it's another counting technique. Okay. And just return breathing to a normal relaxed pattern for a moment. And if you kind of feel the need, just take out your hands, but then return them to that Haki Mudra position. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. This is a powerful method for calming the nervous system and may take a bit to get used to, but keep practicing it and you will see the benefit. You know, with any of these counting and breathing practices, just make sure you please listen to your body. You know, if it feels too strenuous, you get dizzy or you feel uncomfortable, just make sure you stop and kind of slowly work your way up to the full count. You know, these are all examples, but we don't actually expect you to master them from the get-go. You know, for me, it took a while to get up to that 7 and 8. I didn't do it right away either. And what you'll do is you begin by inhaling through your nose for a count of 4. You hold for a count of 7, and then you exhale, you breathe out completely through your mouth for a count of 8. You know, just allow the energy to continue flowing and continue breathing into your intention. So let's just give it a try. So we'll be inhaling for 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. So let's do it again. Okay. So you'll be inhaling through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just kind of start noticing how your body is responding to that rhythm and how it feels. We'll do it one more time, okay? And remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. So we'll breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, great. Good job. So bring your breathing to a relaxed pattern and let's jump to the next technique. You know, we know it's a ton of different techniques, but we want you to have several different awesome tools at hand that you can pick and choose from. You know, when you practice this at home, you can always literally choose the Haki Mudra and then pick one and just stick with one breathing technique per session that you're practicing.
Yeah, and I think the 4-7-8 breathing is really relaxing. Whenever I do it, I immediately start yawning and feel totally relaxed.
Same.
But let's go to the next one. It's called the alternate nostril breathing. And if you are currently congested or are having a hard time breathing through your nose, just take a listen, but skip this practice since it may be difficult to do right now. And let's do this together from the get-go. With this one, we will also release the mudra position and instead use your right hand to close your right nostril with your thumb. Then you inhale deeply through your left nostril for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you close your left nostril with your ring finger. Hold the breath for counts of 1, 2, 3, 4. Then release your right nostril and exhale through it for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay in this position and inhale through your right nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale through your left nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, inhale through your left nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale through your right nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay in this position and inhale through your right nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale through your left nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, inhale through your left nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale through your right nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stay in this position and inhale through your right nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale through your left nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can continue this cycle for as long as you wish and just feel the balance it brings. It balances the right and left brain hemisphere, bring balance in the whole body and allow the energy to continue flowing and breathe into your intention.
Yeah, this one was a really good one too. I like that one. Okay, so the last one that we have for you all is the body scan with breath. Okay. It's where you place your hands back in that Hakim Mudra and you continue breathing deeply. And you're just doing those deep breaths that we did first, but you'll add on by bringing your awareness to different parts of your body, starting at your head and moving down to your toes. And with each breath, just imagine sending healing energy to each area that you're focusing on. You know, that you're releasing any tension or discomfort on that exhale. And we'll give you a minute to do so, but essentially breathe in and imagine bringing in healing light and love, sending it to the area that you need, and exhale all that discomfort and tension. Just go ahead and do that for a couple of breaths. All right, awesome. You guys did great. So go ahead and relax your breathing, relax your hands, and just thank you for completing this breathing practice and taking the time. And we want to invite you to take a moment to kind of reflect on how you feel. Do you notice any shifts in your body or your mind? How does it feel to reconnect with your body through the simple act of breathing? And we would actually really love to hear from you and how this experience was for you. Did you find it helpful in reconnecting with your body? And feel free to share your thoughts or any insights that came up during the practice and drop them in a chat or below the video in the comments if you're watching the replay.
Oh, thank you for joining us today. Remember, your breath is a powerful tool that's always with you. Whenever you feel disconnected, stressed, or overwhelmed, take a moment to pause and breathe. The beauty is that you can practice this literally anywhere you want and only takes a few minutes. And this simple practice can help you stay grounded and present in your body. And tomorrow we will continue our journey by exploring the role of resilience in overcoming challenges. We look forward to seeing you then.
See you then.